Hi guys, that's the final part of the card game in the bag, as someone else would say. We fixed the bug that was plaguing us at the end of the last video, tidy up a few things, and yeah, we winner chicken dinner. We get the Blackjack game done. So the conclusion is after the fade. I've just moved this back up to here. So we grab our view component for our card stack and we toggle the first card to be visible, and then we wait for a second, and then we hit the dealer with a card and then yield for 1 second while the dealer's hand value is less than 17. Which is great, but it doesn't solve the problem. If I go into toggle, that's a shortcut key. If I just press F12, it takes me to the definition of the function. So it sets that to be true, but that never gets set. In here, so we don't ever call this again. So add card. If I press where are we? Show all. Why can't I see that? Find all references. So it gets called here, which is deck card added, and it gets called here, which is show cards. So we need to call show cards again, but only if we're in the last, only if we're the dealer, and only if we're dealing cards to the dealer, we want to show all cards. So where is show cards getting called? It gets called in the awake, it gets called in the update, and it gets called in show cards. Okay, so let me try toggle face up, and what does the update do? Not the same as that. Okay, show cards. Well, okay, let's make this public. So if we make this public, then we can call show cards at any time, and it will show all the cards, hopefully. So I will go back to my game controller and I do view show cards. So now when we run it, two and three hit. Really? So that's 9. Okay, I'm going to stick it at 15. So if I click on stick, this card should be shown, and then subsequent cards. Yay! There we go. A little bit of mystery. Okay, so it stopped at that. So that's 17 because our aces are 11, and it's got 2 3, so that's 17. So it's stopped at 17. So now that that's over, we now need to calculate who won. And once we've done that, we then add another button that says play again. And that's pretty much it for the card game, to be honest. We can tidy things up, but we're pretty much done here. So the only thing that was missing was a call to show cards again, because our update, the bit that actually displays the cards and makes sure everything's hunky-dory, it never gets called because we haven't changed it. We don't add anything to it. So it's only when you're adding another card was the first card being shown. And if the pair that the initial pair that the dealer had was an ace and a king, for example, then it was 21, so the first card would never get shown. So that was the bug. Just making that public and calling it from here, and that's us. Okay, so now that the dealer's turn is over, we want to add, we have a game controller here, we have a hit button, a stick button, and we're going to add a play again button inside our game controller. So we add a play again button, and then in our canvas we add another button. I'm going to move these over a bit. And this button is going to be called play again. And I am going to mark it as being non-interactable because we don't want the player to play again when we just want them to start the game. So hit stick, play again, so they can't click on this just now. So that's a good hand there. So we have our 18 here, we have a queen and some other card. It may be a low card, but it may also be an ace. So let's see what happens when we stick. So it's a 60. So they got 17. Dealer loses because we've got 18. Ha. Okay. So once that's done, we are gonna also add a text at the bottom here. And the text is just gonna say, winner, winner, chicken dinner, or you lose. So I'm going to make that in the middle, and I'm going to leave the text blank because I don't want to fill in anything. Actually, I want to put in winner, winner, chicken. So I think the story of the winner, winner, chicken dinner actually goes back to Old Vegas, where if you won at the tables, you got enough money to buy a chicken dinner at the buffet. Not the buffet, the restaurant. So what the dealer would shout would be winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's all I've heard. Who knows if it's true? Okay, and we also need to have a reference to that, so I'm going to have public, oops, and we'll just call that winner text in there. So now we've got our two additional values that we're going to wire up. We have our play again button and we have our winner text. So back in Canvas, back in our game controller, you see we have our play again button here for none. So we just rename this first of all. So we know what it looks like when we are dragging it across. So we have our play again button, and then we have our, we'll call this winner text. And again, this gets dragged across to here. Okay. So how do we know who's won? Well, we can check the hand values. So we only have two players here. We have the dealer, and we also have the player. So once we've waited for 1 second, we'll then tell the player whether they've won or whether they've lost. So if dealer hand value is greater than or equal to the player hand value, and dealer hand value is less than or equal to 21, we are now going to change the text to say that the dealer has won. Sorry, you lose. So the dealer has won. So Otherwise, we're going to check to see if the player has won. So if the player hand value, actually, let's check. So there's a couple of conditions here. If the player has lost, or all of that. So if the player has lost, or if the dealer's hand value is greater than the player's hand value, and the dealer's hand value is less than 21, then they lose. Okay, so if player hand value is greater than 21, or all of this, you lose. Else, if player hand value is less than or equal to 21, and player hand value is greater than dealer's hand value, or the dealer has lost, dealer hand value greater than 21, or all of this again, winner, winner, chicken dinner. So, okay, let's go through this logic here. So if the player's hand value is greater than 21, or the dealer's hand value is more than the player's hand value, and the dealer's hand value is less than 21, you lose. Otherwise, if the dealer's hand value is greater than 21, or the player's hand value is less than or equal to 21, and their hand value is greater than the dealer's value, then do that. Else, winner text dot text equals house wins. Let's see how many times you can get the house to win. Okay, so that's how we can determine and then deal with the winning state. And then we're going to yield for another second here and turn on the play again button. Play again dot interactable equals true, and that's it for that end game state. So running it now. So I have 13, so I'm going to click on hit. I am clearly bust, and nothing has happened. So we haven't actually accounted for when you bust. So that is not good. So, where are we? So if I hit, okay, to do the player is bust. Right, okay. So if the player is bust, then we are going to go through the same thing again. And start the dealer's turn because the player is bust. And so the dealer's turn, what the dealer's turn actually does is it goes into our coroutine down here and basically starts the end of game. It shows the dealer's first card, and then it adds more and more cards until the dealer is greater than 17 or the bust or whatever, and then that starts the end game part here, which then says update the text and then set the interactable field on play again button to be true. So now, even if I just keep on mashing in the hit button, so we've got 4 there, 7, 14, and bust. There you go. Sorry, you lose. Oh, because the dealer got 20. So when we click play again, we're going to reset these cards here, and we're going to reset this to being blank. Okay, so first things first, we need to create our public event handler. So we'll call it again. Play again, which we'll leave as blank. And if we go to our play again button, we click on the list here, we choose game controller, close the list, and then in here we do game controller, and then we choose the method here, which is play again. And our play again method is going to first of all turn off the button, because we don't want the user to keep hammering the play again button. So we will set that interactable to be false. And now we have to reset the player's hands. So do we have a reset function? And a value, create deck. Yes, we do. We have one called create deck, which creates the deck of cards, but it doesn't clear the values from the hands. Okay, so we need to create another method here. So we have our deck of cards here. So all we need to do is we've got pop push hand value, create deck, and we also need to have a public reset. And all we're going to do is we're just going to remove the cards from the deck. Now in our card stack view, we're probably going to have to do the same thing as well. Do we... So we have our dictionary of fetched cards. So we need to create one that removes the cards. So let's do a public void clear hand. I'll just clear. That doesn't really matter. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to go through all these card views and we're going to delete the attached game objects. So every card view, if we go to card view, we have our game object here, and then we determine whether it's game up or not. We're not interested in the game up part, we just want to destroy the card values there and then clear our dictionary. So if I do for each card view and fetch cards, and then I just do destroy dot card, because card is our game object. You can see there it's our game object. Fetch cards dot values, and then fetch cards dot clear. Okay. So that requires a card stack. So if I just do deck.reset, all I need to do is I just need to call my card stack there. Or do let me just see what we got. Card stack. Okay, let's do it that way. So if I do deck.clear, reset is. Okay, and then in my reset code, in game controller, what I'm going to do, whenever I can find it, is I am going to get the component, the card stack view component of the player, reset that, and I'm going to do the same thing for the dealer. Player.getComponent card stack view clear component card stack view clear, and then I'm going to reset the card deck as well. So our deck of cards, I am going to say deck dot. Actually, what I want to do here, I want to the deck. I want to do the same thing again. Actually, I want to do clear, then I want to create it again. So I really want to remove everything. I want to remove the visual, so the idea behind this is I want to remove the visual components as well as the model behind the scenes. So the data behind the scenes. So I have my card stacks, which is a player, the dealer, and the deck. And so I want to remove the visual components and the model behind, and then I want to recreate the deck from scratch so that we have a fresh deck every time we play. So I also want to make sure that the buttons are in the right place as well. So the stick button has got to be set to be true, and the hit button has got to be set to be true, which means I really want to turn off these buttons when it gets to the end game. So in the end game, I don't want the user, no matter what the state of these buttons are, I want them to be false in the end game. Okay. Almost there. Okay, I have a good score. I have 19. So I am going to stick. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, so when I click on play again, hopefully I will, actually it's going to reset, and these are going to disappear, these are going to disappear, that's going to reset, and I'm not going to have dealt those cards because we haven't dealt the cards yet. So at least we're so if I click on hit, I will get cards, but I won't get the initial 2 cards dealt to me. So in order to do that, I am going to extract this method because I don't want to write this code again. Actually, no, sorry, that's the game there, start game. Duh. I've already extracted the method. So yeah, so start already calls start game, so I'm guessing that at the start of this I planned it a little bit better than I'm remembering it. So really we just want to call start game after after the user hits the play again button. Ooh, there you go. 19, pretty good. So I'm going to click on stick. Well, you can't beat 21, can you? Especially if it's the dealer. Okay, so when I click on play again, the card deck will reset, and this should have 2 cards, this should have 2 cards. So I'll click on play again. And there we go, there we have our blackjack game. So I'm on 11, I'm going to click on hit. There you go, 21. How can I be beaten? Well, apparently that's a bug. Oh, key not found. The key was not present in the dictionary. Okay. Well, we're not done just yet. Stack view at line 104. Dealer's first card. Where do we set that? Is that in the hit dealer? That's why. Because we initially set dealer's first card to be -1. So in our play again method, we reset it to be -1. So the dealer's first card has not been checked because in our hit dealer method, we only assign this value if the dealer's first card is -1. So this should be as fixed. So I'm on 12 just now, hit 19, good enough to go. So I click on stick, and then we've got 17. I win. Yay! I'm going to click on play again. Oh. Well, okay, so that's not quite right. That should indeed be face up. So I'll hit 14, 16. What the heck, go for one more. Bust. So dealer got 18, so click on play again. Alright, so we've got a little bit of a bug here. So I'm 19 just now, so I click on stick. And I'm a winner. A friendly glitch the first time that we got there. So I'm on 5, 14, 19. Okay, so I'll click on stick. So winner, play again. We're not resetting the text as well. That's what's happening. So the text needs to get reset as well. And why is that one not getting set? Hit dealer, hit dealer, hit dealer, hit dealer. Dealer push card. If dealer card count is greater than or equal to 2, toggle the true value. Okay, that looks fine. So if we add a card to the dealer's hand and the card count, is this getting reset? No, it's fine. Let's try the game again. Okay, so I'm on 13. Ooh, 21. Stick. So I win. Click on play again. Oh, that's a strong hand. So 13 again. 18, I'm gonna stick. Oh. So the dealer got 18 and I got 18, and the rule is if the dealer gets 18 and you get 18, the dealer wins. Okay, let's play again. Oh, we got that bug back again. Why is that? Only happens sometimes. Yeah, see, it's happened there. So if I go to dealer and let's see if this yields anything. Okay, so where are we? Local. This is me and the dealer. You can see down there it says dealer stack card view. So the deck is there, cards is there. Deck has cards. do we need this if statement? I mean, really? I mean, the show cards, I mean, it's a bit of overkill to do it, but fetch cards is face up is true, is face up is false. I'm wondering if we need this if statement. I think we just do show cards. Let's just do show cards. So let's get rid of this debug code as well. We don't need that. Okay. Clutters up the output. And we know it works now, so don't need it. Alright, so an 18, so I'm going to stick. There an 18 as well, so play again. Stick. I win. Play again. Yeah, I think we can get rid of that code. Yeah, let's just get rid of that code. Whatever it was, here we go. So last count. Get rid of that. Don't need it. So it's going to go last count. Don't need it. So we're always showing. So the add card is only ever going to add a card if we don't have it already. And if we do have it, then it's just going to make sure that it's face up. And that's all. So yeah, I think that's us. I think we have scored blackjack. Oh, bust. Thank you very much for watching this series on how to create a blackjack game. Hope you've all enjoyed it. I certainly have, although some of the bugs were a bit of a pain to get my head around, but that's what happens when we do on the hoof videos like this. If you feel that you want to follow me on Twitter, don't. It's not worth it. It's up there though. If you want to subscribe, then you're looking at a little button just down there. If you like this video, then please thumbs up. No reason. I don't know why people put the call to action at the end of these videos, but anyway, if you don't like the video, please leave a comment or suggestion or whatever. It's nice to hear from people anyway. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, and until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.